Hello everybody and welcome back to another My Porch Prints tutorials. This is Kyra and today I'm going to be giving you a tutorial on how to make these adorable little lace doily page toppers. Now these are a really quick and simple project, really easy to do and a really good way to get rid of scraps. Although I am using a couple pieces from a few of our kits from our shop, so as always I will have everything linked down in the description box below. And these are just made to be embellishments that you can put on the top of a page or the side of a page, maybe as like a tuck spot or just decoration. You could really use them a variety of ways. So let's go ahead and get right in and I will show you how to put these together. Alright, so the first thing you're going to need obviously is a lace doily. Now these ones are paper lace doilies that we got on Amazon and they should be linked in our Amazon affiliate shop down in the description box if you are interested. I think you could use fabric ones as well if you have them. It would only alter things a little bit. They'll be a bit heavier and things like that. So I'm just using paper today because that's what I had on hand. And I'm going to begin by inking the edges after folding it in half. And my ink is running a little bit low. This is the color Vintage Photo. It's just Distress ink by Tim Holtz. But I like to try to use it up before throwing it away. So as long as it still works, I'm going to give it a shot. And then I'm going to be gluing a piece of ribbon over my center fold here, and I'm keeping the doily like open instead of folded in half because I don't want to accidentally glue the two halves together. If you glue it shut, it won't work. So just be careful of that as we go here. And I'm just trimming my ribbon to kind of match the shape of my lace doily and just kind of keep things nice and clean here. And for actually decorating, I'm going to be using some pieces from my scrap box. Again, I will try to find kits here if I can for where things came from, but like I'm just using a faux ticket with a journal word on top, and that's going to kind of make up the base for my decorating. And then around that piece, I'm going to just add some vintage buttons I have, maybe a butterfly fussy cut or two. And really the goal here is just to create some layers, so don't be afraid to, you know, create like frames for your journal word, things like that. The more layers, the better. And then I'm just going to use some Fabri-Tac glue to glue everything down here, going over some of the pieces with Distress ink just to keep things looking nice and vintage. And you don't have to decorate the other side if you don't want to, but it can look nice since this is kind of like a two-sided piece. So I'm just going to use some scraps, some masking tape here. This is actually from a recent project I did with some masking tape envelopes. So definitely go check that video out if you haven't already. And then I'm just using a couple of stickers that I made as well as some buttons. Again, just kind of decorating, layering things up. I used another fussy cut butterfly and journal word, and this is kind of what that turned out like. This is sort of my first attempt, and so with my second one I wanted to try something a little bit different. So I'm going in with some scrap paper instead of ribbon on the top, and I'm just going to tear the edges off, and then I'm going to layer it over a little bit of masking tape. So I just tore the masking tape in half, went over it with some Distress ink, and that's just going to kind of create some more layers here. And then using some scissors, I'm just going to cut the ends at kind of an angle, just, I don't know, for fun. And then I forgot to go over the edges with my Distress ink, so I'm going to do that again. And then again, just more layering of things. So I have some scrap pieces here that I'm going to go over with that Distress ink and layer behind one of my little faux tickets. And then just gluing down my journal word, again some buttons. And I found this little dragonfly fussy cut. I think this is from a pretty old kit now. It's like a nature kit. I will try to find it if I can. But anything works, you know, if you've got bows, if you've got lace, if you've got fussy cut butterflies, just use anything that you have and, you know, just have fun with it. And for my final little lace doily here, again, I'm going in with some scrap paper, some Distress ink, and I'm layering some like a strip of lacy ribbon over the top. And that's going to kind of be the top part of the lace doily. And then for my decorative piece here, I found this kind of pretty frame fussy cut. I have no idea what kit this is from. I'm so sorry. I just pulled it from the scrap box, but I'm just layering it with one of those tickets and a little bit of cheesecloth and a journal word here. And I wanted it to stand out from the background and have a bit of contrast, so I'm gluing it down to some craft paper, and I'm just going to kind of tear it out roughly to create kind of a bit of a border here. And then gluing that down, again, forgot the distress ink, so I'm going in with it now, and adding a few buttons here and there. And I'm making a dimensional butterfly just by folding it in half and then gluing it down in the center so it has a little bit of pop to it. And for the back, I just wanted to use up some remaining scraps I had left over, so some more of that masking tape with distress ink on it, some lace pieces and random scrap ribbons, buttons, fussy cuts, you know the drill at this point. But I am trying to kind of stick with some like color schemes here. I went for like pink, green, and then this one's kind of neutral. So that kind of gives it a nice cohesiveness if you can kind of stick within a small color palette. All right. So that is going to finish today's quick tutorial. I hope you guys had fun and got some inspiration. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel and we appreciate it. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next tutorial. Bye!